Okay, so here's the grind size. It's kind of hard to like duplicate that other than just trying a couple times trying to get that size. You want to make sure your grounds are flat, so just like take the Chemex and give it a couple shakes and get a level surface. Mine's not level. Okay, so I'm just gonna really start pouring really slow. I'm not gonna bloom at all. So just like steady, really slow set and pour, and it's gonna kind of like form a crust on the very top of the grounds. Just keep pouring until it covers all the dry grounds. It's getting over there. So this is kind of like blooming, but it's not really. Okay, so once it's all covered, I'm gonna go like a slow circular path to break the crust because it's kind of like cakey almost. But just be gentle because you don't want to stir up a lot of the finer grinds and clog your filter. Okay, once that's done, straight back to the center, really slow. And if you notice like there's some dry grounds that don't seem covered, you can go back around and do, get it all covered. It'll all be saturated if it's kind of all the same color. Yeah, but straight back to the center. So if you're pouring too slow, the grounds will kind of form along the side of the filter, and you'll have to go back around and sweep, like pour onto them to get them back into the pool. And if you notice that the water is like really pooling, like flooding, you can just kind of stop and let it pour, let it drip a little bit. But you might have to come back around, and you notice along the sides here, I'm like getting dry grounds over here. So you have to go back around, start pouring again, get those guys back in there, and center pour. Really, really slow. It's kind of hard to actually like keep pouring really slow without being shaky. So I'm being really sloppy right now, but just pour and pour and pour. And if your grounds get too low, or your water starts pouring through quicker, speed up your pour a little bit. It's kind of happened to me right now. Like the water's draining faster than I'm pouring, and just kind of speed up your pour a little bit. Ideally, you'd be good enough to just know like how to pour consistently throughout the whole thing, but it's not easy to do. The filter I'm using is called a Kone. It's spelled Kone, and it's basically stainless steel with photo etched holes. So you're letting a lot of the natural oils through that the paper filter would absorb. So it's really a flavorful cup of coffee. You could even say it dominates your palate. I'm kidding. And there it is. So you'll kind of notice it finishes pouring pretty quick. There's not a lot of pooling at the end, so that's what you're looking for.